Hi there folks, welcome back to Rich Reviews. I hope you're enjoying your week. I know I am. The latest film I want to review for you guys is Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. This is written and directed by Martin McDonough. This has made a little over $7 million so far in its national gross. This film is clearly being touted as possibly being a Best Picture contender, and after seeing this film, I cannot disagree with that. And now, let me just say that I have definitely seen In Bruges. I have seen Seven Psychopaths. I'm much more a fan of In Bruges than I was Seven Psychopaths. And this is probably the best film he has made so far. And we're introduced to Mildred, played by Frances McDormand. And if she doesn't get an Oscar nomination for this performance, probably, I think it's better than Olive Kitteridge. If you thought Olive Kitteridge was a down film, wait till you get a load of this film here. Mildred is getting over the murder of her daughter from over a year ago. She points out signs, I guess, on the road that goes into the town. She point blankly asks why there are no arrests. And she goes after Chief Willoughby, played by Woody Harrelson. And Woody Harrelson is dying of cancer, and everybody knows that, and even she knows that. But she puts up the signs anyway. Yes, within their first conversation, you clearly come to realize she has to experience someone else's pain. She can totally understand that she is being selfish to a certain extent. Clearly, Chief Willoughby is a good-hearted individual. He clearly wants to solve this person's murder. But at least in a voiceover, he comments that, hey, look, some murders are go unsolved for nearly 5 years, and then you get a break-in case by sheer stupidity because the suspect you're blabbed about in prison lockup, he mouthed off in a bar, and that's how you break the case, of all things. And he has one really great scene with his wife, played by Abby Cornish. Now this is what I think I truly like about this film, is that this film is really about flawed individuals, people that clearly can find hope. I think that's what he is Dixon. He's inept, he's sort of a menace, he's sort of really violent, but you know, hey look, this is a guy who clearly wants to do good. Again, he lives with his mother and he's just so downtrodden. How do you find redemption with this character? And this movie does show you that. So it gets himself involving Peter Dinklage as the dwarf. He calls himself the dwarf, really. And he has one really great monologue towards the end. He has really one great monologue at a restaurant that he and McDormand are eating dinner at. We also do get to meet Mildred's, ex-husband, played by John Hawkes, who also is sharing resentment for Mildred putting out the billboards. And he does do something in his own way to show that, yes, he does care, but he's just like, he's more beaten down than her, I guess. Also, the son from, I think, Manchester by the Sea shows up here. Again, I think it's a better performance than he gives in that film from last year. This film is a character study about people who try to find their inner life. This is not a police procedural. And again, if you wanted a police procedural, you have to go to some other film for that. I think what Martin McDonough does great is he takes his time to get to know these characters and explain everything that there is to know about this place and characters and the town as well as they inhabit. So in the end, folks, Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri is one of those films that is completely unforgettable. I highly suggest you seek this film out. So all I'm going to say here, folks, is that Three Billboards, to me, is a leave work early type of film. And, if this is not nominated for Best Picture, or at least clearly this film is being nominated for a whole bunch of awards, and I clearly understand why that is. Seek this film out wherever you can. I guess it's expanding wider across the country now. So, folks, what did you think about Three Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri? Did you happen to like this film? Did you have more care for it all? What's your favorite Frances McDormand performance? Your favorite Woody Harrelson performance? As always, folks, like, comment, subscribe, and enrich yourself with knowledge. I'll see you next time, folks.